So this is, so you might also think that, oh, these seem like very three different things. They're not. Again, it is like when you are developing your minimal viable prototype or product, whichever way you want to think of it, you need to be able to actually distribute and market it. It's not that you're just doing it, like, you need to be, when you build something minimal viable, it's not that, oh, I'm going to show to 5 people. You should be able to show it to a significant percentage of your user base so that you get meaningful feedback, right? So but you can't do that. You need a strategy, like, oh, you can't just walk up unless you have a lot of time and a lot of friends. Like, you just can't, like, walk up to people and, oh, can you? So that's one interesting aspect of it, is how do you get your minimal viable product in front of users. So for Libby, so actually we have a Facebook page and a website for it as well. And for actually the Livar, interesting thing, which is no water does it, but we have a barcode here which takes you to the Facebook page and you can like it. But the interesting part there is, like, even when you're talking to people, you're like, oh, can you scan this and just see, like, can you rate it? Just because I don't want it to be myself, or like, just, can you go on my Facebook page and like it, so at least I know. So that helps you kind of, sometimes you are there and you're forcing your users to like or give you feedback, but many times that might give you that viral funnel that someone else saw it and they are like, oh, and then every once in a while you're going through your user list, you're like, oh, these 5 people seem to like it and they're not in my demographic. What's happening, right? So that will give you that. So that's what we did for Libby, was we did that, and we actually had when people actually showed it, we had 1 or 2 people actually interview bartenders and have their interview recorded as they kind of look through it. So that helps give you a lot more information without you influencing that person. Just because you are nice doesn't mean your product should be liked, right? So that's another strategy. Third one, which a lot of web properties use, is creating fake landing pages and driving traffic to it. So create one page, and it's very popular San Francisco lean startup way of doing things is, buy my book, it will give you a job in 20 days, and write a very good copy for it and see how many people come, and drive it on different hobbies of people, drive it on demographics and things of that nature. But that's one. So that keys into metrics, like, which is also important, is when you are building your minimal viable product or prototype, is like you need to be able to articulate what information you are trying to get, right? Like, you might not know what demographic you're targeting, that's fine. Then devise a prototype and a product marketing strategy which gives you data on that. That's one. So so to show how that helps in product management, for example, the other one is don't keep your computers locked out for a minute. So the other key is A/B testing. So this is how it would drive your product design. Again, product marketing, tying back to your design, is you might pick a theme which is green color, and you might pick a theme which is blue color and pink color, but your demographics might not match to whichever color you're picking. How do you know? And that at some point is a personal taste. So run a test, which would be like, show same demographic, 50% of the users show a pink page, show a blue page, and get data. So that product design, because it's a highly taste-driven aspect of product, gets fueled a lot by A/B testing, and that's something you actually design in your product marketing. And last but not least, branding, and Yuli can talk a lot about branding, is, how, how do you brand it? If you pick a color palette, stick to it, don't change it arbitrarily, pick a font, things of that nature. So that's product marketing, and that's all I have.